Okay, new Model Y, this time with only rear-wheel drive, summer tires and wheel covers. Temperature 16 Celsius, should be perfect weather to make new records for the WLTP course. On this time I will drive a little bit longer on the Autobahn, higher speed, but I think this will still beat the previous record 13.3 from last week, because the weather is so much nice and it's a rear wheel drive, it's summer tires only, and we have the wheel covers, so that should be enough to make a new record. Okay, here we go. Let's see, does the cruise control work on this one? No, it doesn't work. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't work in Teslas. What is what I am doing wrong? But nevertheless, now I was able to turn off all the warnings, so it shouldn't beep so much all the time when I'm doing the sample measurements. Of course I need to watch that, what the speed limit is, because this week there's a special surveillance in Germany for high-speed driving, or speed limits and seatbelt control and stuff like that. I just drove a Cupra Born and it got 13.6 kWh in the route. This should be better, much better actually. It's lower aerodynamic drag. That was with 21-inch wheels, this one is only 18s, and we have aerodynamic wheel covers on place. So now the test speed is 40 km per hour on the cobblestone section. Let's hope we're lucky there where this BMW is going, or this cleaning thing. I'm turning the 40. Yeah, that was it. The sample for the noise in the Belgian blocks. Now we turn left. It's slow, a little bit early, so we don't have to stop fully. Okay, let's see if we're lucky. 11.9 kWh at the moment. I think it's like 1 kilowatt less than the Cupra did here. 19.3. Now I need to try to get the 30 settled before I go there. It's tricky because the cruise control doesn't seem to be working in this car like I wanted. Okay, now we have nice 30. Here was some road construction going, again hoping in the morning or last hour it was okay. Let's see how it goes now. The problem with these gas pedals are that if you try to keep it steady at certain speed, they are so fast that it's almost impossible to just drive 30. Okay, now we got 30. Speed bumps coming first. time it went quite nicely. There was on the second one again little hard noise coming when you drop down from the speed bump, but not nearly as bad on the last ride, and especially much better than on the Model Y. Temperature at the moment 16 Celsius still. Next consumption point is here. $11.6 still. Then we have some traffic, green light. Let's see if we catch the green light. Yeah. Again, driving a little bit under the speed limit here. Weirdly, it was same with the other car, it showed 100 here, but it's not 100. A red light coming. The next test speed is 70. And in Tesla the one pedal driving works quite nicely. Need to leave a little gap here, hoping they would drive faster. It is 70 after all. So we get nice samples from the 70 noise. So many cars coming, also not good, but now there's a pause coming. Yep. 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 So the last one was again the best measurement. I think I try to use that as the official if it's possible. If not, then the one before that. Try to make sample of that. Then it's always, is there cars coming? Now there was no cars, perfect speed, everything worked good. Looks like the consumption here is like 1 to 1.5 kilowatt hour less than in the Cupra Born, where that was the record so far. In the previous Model Y with winter tires, it was 14.7 when we turn soon to the right, and now it's 10.4. Some part of that comes from the winter tires, some part of that comes from the all-wheel drive, and of course now we have the aerodynamic wheel covers, which should be about 4% better range, so that helps also. Turning to the right, 11.0 kilowatt hour. That's very nice round figure for the city and the urban driving. And now coming to the highway, let's see how we're lucky here. Lots of cars coming. $120. Yep. So now we drove 700-800 meters more, the higher speed, and then we dropped the speed to 100. In the beginning there was the car in front a little bit too close, so I slowed a little bit down, so it wouldn't give draft benefits and doesn't impact the noise measurement. Yep. Steering is very sharp and responsive even in higher speed. I think this car had Bridgestone Turanza tires, so they are not anymore Michelins what they are using in these cheapest versions. I'm not sure is it the best, but it's always a bargaining. Last year I think it was still Michelins when Visa drove around Nürburgring. Then it was Michelin Eprimasus that they moved now to Bridgestone. Seems so, because there were a few cars there with Bridgestones under them. So, next consumption. kWh coming to the city. Hard regen braking here, red light. Okay, we got the green light. That's how brake early works. Now the test speed here, 40 kilometers per hour. Try to get it to 40. Yep. Yeah, I tried to take the right lane because the tram was there on the left side, so it makes a little bit of noise as well. Now, a little bit over an hour ago, police was here, so drive super careful and 30 limit. They were showing kids how to go across the light safely, which is nice. On the last car, the cobblestone section was too crowded and I was not able to get the samples there. Let's hope the rush hour has been a little bit less and there's free road to test the 30 km per hour cobblestones. Basically how many cars are standing in the next coming traffic light tells the situation, because looks good at the moment from here. Only 2 cars there waiting, so we should be able to get a good cobblestone reading also with the summer tires. Then we can compare winter tires noise to the summer tires noise, because with the winter tires I was able to get nice test with the Model 3. I'm not sure is the suspension same in all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive versions at the moment, but people online might know better. So test speed 30. I think I will not make it, but let's see. No, I did make it now, but people coming. So still here rush hour, no tests. It wouldn't make any difference even though I would have waited on the traffic lights, because from the other conjunction more people coming. So 10.8 kilowatt hours at the moment, almost going under 10 on my route here. You don't have to guess what's the best lowest energy consumption car at the moment. It's the Model 3 rear-wheel drive. You can get I don't know how many kilometers with the longest version of this car at the moment, but if you put here even narrower wheels and tires, it will be quite a range beast machine on the road. And same for the Model Y. You get so much more range quite easily by changing narrower wheels and tires with the smaller diameter wheels. $10.6 kilowatt hour. Will it go under 10? That would be great if it would go under 10. Condition exactly the same. A Cupra Born got 13.6 in the end. With summer tires, similar condition, maybe a little bit warmer at the moment, but not much. So here, next consumption measuring point. Let's put the blinker off. What's the bikers? Sometimes they come crazy. 10.7 still. Even I drive the bike, but I know that the car first needs to see you, so they are able to avoid hitting you. Okay, here we catch few cars turning, we go other lane, so it's a little bit faster. What was that warning? No idea. Here I was able to coast in neutral quite nicely in the Cupra, but now I just need to use my feel with the gas pedal. Am I coasting in neutral or using energy? Still green light. You need to watch the pedestrian sign. Green light, that goes first red, and after that goes red for the other cars. Go to the left lane, there's less cars usually on the left lane. Try to watch the speed limit. $10.7. I think it will be under 11 for sure, but how low will it actually go? Because the car was cold, so the wheels and tires start to warm up, so it gets a little bit better after the highway run in the city than before. Warming up on the tires, if you're doing consumption testing on the road, it takes quite a while. Depending on the conditions, 20 to even 50 minutes of driving. And still, if you drive like 3 hours more constant speed, 80 kilometers per hour. About 2% lower the rolling resistance more if you drive so much longer. But usually like 30 minutes of driving is enough to warm up the tires, so the rolling resistance doesn't change so much. And of course gearbox and stuff like that, if you have them, oils, bearings, they are also warmed up. What's happening here? Some trash cars stopped on the right lane, so we are on the right lane, right left lane, and then we turn right there. .7 here on the turning right. Here is 50 km/h speed limit. We try to drive 50 possible. At 45 the consumption is 9.3 kWh. Drop to 88.1. .6. Still driving about 45 all the time. .3. And we are here. So we have a new record coming. Turn here slowly, no bikers coming. 10.5. 10.4 just changed consumption. 10.4 kWh per 100 kilometers. That's a clear new record. And there was in the previous car this weird auto direction change. So when if you press the brake pedal and you turn the steering wheel, it starts to drive forward without me wanting that. Let's see. It's always tricky to see. I don't trust. So there was that. Now I will show you. One shot. We Spirit kesken Turansa T005 EVs with the wheel covers 235, 45, 18, 98V D0 tires. Thanks for watching.